Hello and welcome to Angie B Style by Angelique Collections. Today we're going to create a DIY double zipper crossbody bag. What you're going to need is your main fabric of the handbag, which will measure to be 9 by 22 inches. And when you fold it in half, you can actually cut it in half and create two pieces. Then you're going to have to cut two pieces for your front pocket, measuring 7 by 7.5 inches. Next thing you're going to need is to cut one piece of fabric 3 by 8 inches and cut it in half. Then we're going to need to cut one strap measuring 4 inches by 59 inches, or just measuring it to your measurement to where you want your crossbody bag to actually stop. You need pins, like my hard hat. Yeah. You also need two zippers. You can use two of the same zippers, 9-inch or longer, and I had a 9-inch and a 5-inch zipper. And you need two jump rings, something to mark your fabric with. That's my tailor's chalk. You can use a pen, pencil. Then you need scissors. We have two pairs here, one for fabric and one for paper, and we'll talk about the paper scissors later. We'll come back to that. Now you're going to need your measuring tape. I have two. Hey, measure twice, cut once. Next, we're going to actually need our pattern. Now, you can actually go by the sizes that I've already told you the size of the pieces, or you can actually use the pattern. You can download it for free from angiebstyle.com. The links will be below, and this is what we're going to use our fabric scissors for. We're going to use them to cut the paper, okay? Now, all links are below. Let's get started. I'm excited about this bag. So now what we're going to do, we're going to start with the pocket. We put the zipper down, and now we will actually place right sides together. The zipper will be the zipper piece will be facing up, and you put the right sides of them together, the fabric on the right side and your zipper. I like to pin it because I don't like it to move around. So now that we have went to the sewing machine and we sewn that first piece on, now we're getting ready to do the same thing to the other side of the zipper. And it's going to be right sides together, so the zipper is facing towards you, and you're going to put the zipper is facing towards you, and you're going to put the fabric on top, right sides together again. I like to pin because I don't like my fabric moving around. You can choose it however you're comfortable with, but I like to pin, or and take the pins out when you're using it under your sewing machine, because you don't want that pin to break your needle, and you don't want it to get stuck in your sewing machine because it could cause a lot of damage. And some people, they say never happened to them, but it happened to me, so trust me, you don't want that to happen. All right, now we're going to stitch. Now we've stitched both pieces of fabric to the zipper. Now we're going to go and we're going to top stitch. We'll be right back. So now we've top stitched, and now we're getting ready to actually sew the bottom part of the pocket together, because we're getting ready to, we're moving ahead now. So now let's go sew that together. So now that we've sewn that together, we kept the sides open, because the reason that we kept the sides open is I want to show you something. Now you want to bring that zipper in some. You can measure it down to be 1/2 inch, 1 inch, or however far you want your zipper to come down, because it's going to be a front pocket with the zipper. So you want to actually use it for a pocket. So now remember, now we're getting ready to go and sew the pocket sides together. You want to make sure that you open your zipper, okay, because you're going to place it like this. You're going to pull the zipper down some, however many inches you want it from the top, and you're going to go and sew both sides of the pocket together. You're going to close it up, but you got to make sure that you open up the zipper, because if you don't, you can't turn the pocket inside out. Okay, I'll be right back. So now that we have our pocket sewn together, now we're going to, and you see how I left the zipper open, we're getting ready to trim off all the extra threads and actually trim the extra fabric that's actually on the pocket. So, because when you turn it inside out, you want the pocket to really not have a lot of bulge in the sides of the pocket. So you cut that extra fabric off get close, not real close to the seam, but you know, enough, but make sure you don't cut the seam. Okay, now we're going to clip the ends because we're going to round that particular pocket out. Found another piece of thread. Clean off your threads. Okay, trim it up real nice. And now we're getting ready to turn it inside out. So now when you turn it inside out, you're going to poke out all sides of your pocket. You want to poke them out real good. And sometimes I use scissors, but if you use scissors, make sure you just don't poke a hole in it, because you don't want to poke a hole in your bag. So now we have the holes. So I usually use my fingers. Now we have them pushed out, which is good. All right. And you know, a lot of times after I do this, I'll actually press it. So now here you have it. Now what we're getting ready to do is the handles and the piece for the strap to go through. Okay, so now what we're getting ready to do is fold the fabric, bring it into the middle, one side into the middle, the other side meet the middle, and then we turn it over and we're going to stitch on the top of that. We're going to do that for both of those, and also for the strap we're going to do it the same way. Just watch how I do it. I fold them both into the middle, each side of the fabric meeting in the middle, and then I flip it over and I pin it. I pin it to help me actually be able to have that stay together, because it's a pretty thick fabric because it's a quilted fabric. And so you can use any fabric. You could actually sew that down like that, but you still need, I believe, use pins. I use pins because I want it to stay in place. And so you do it across the whole entire strap and the little pieces as well. Now you clean it all up, and there you are. You have our fabric. This is now for the main part of the fabric. Yay! So now we're getting ready to measure on both sides, and we're going to pin our pocket on. You see how it came out, and we're going to sew around it. Now that you've opened up the fabric, you're going to open up the fabric and you're going to sew around it. You're going to make sure it's open up, see? Because if you didn't cut the fabric in two pieces, you have to open it up to actually do that. Now we're getting ready to actually put the zipper on, but look how the pocket came on. Isn't that nice? You have two pieces. You have that top, and then you have the zipper part. Now we're getting ready to add the pockets. Now the zipper. And just like we did the zipper on the pocket, we're going to add it same way to the bag, our main bag. Right sides together. Now we're going to take it to the machine, and I actually did it on both sides, so you can go back and look at how I did the zipper, and you will be able to do it on this piece. Now we're getting ready to add the little pieces of fabric in that's going to actually hold the strap. Now here, don't forget to put those rings on. Turn the fabric inside out. Okay, and just turn it inside out, and don't forget, this is where we're also going to open up our zipper, because you have to open up your zipper because we're going to actually sew the side seams down. We're going to close the bag up, and the only way we'll be able to get in it to turn it over is to have the zipper open at the top when we sew it together. So now, of course, you know, I'm cleaning all the strings off, you know me. So now we're getting ready to add now don't forget to add the ring here before you fold it, and the ring is going to actually go inside of that bag with that piece of fabric, and the ends that are open is going to stick out on the ends of the bag that's open. Okay, so I just want you to remember that, because here you didn't see me put the rings on, but I put them on actually when I actually got to the sewing machine, and then I put those back into the bag. All right, so now what you're going to do is you're going to place those in the bag, and you're going to pin them down, because when you get ready to sew the bag closed, you're going to actually sew over those pieces so they'll be sewn in with the bag. So remember, open up the zipper, because we won't even be able to turn it inside out if we don't open up the zipper. We have a bag that's just shut and sewed together. So we want to make sure, again, don't forget to put those rings on. So now we're going to go take it to the sewing machine and sew it. All right, now we're back, and now we're getting ready to actually clip off all the strings. We're going to cut off all the extra fabric as we're doing here. And again, don't forget to put your rings, the rings in there on the fabric. You'll see when we actually turn the bag inside out, and you'll understand what I'm talking about. So just clean the bag up, you know, get all the strings out. And you know what I like about this fabric is that it had a pattern on both sides. So actually, I could actually make another bag out of the other side of the fabric, and I could have actually taken it and I could have created the pocket from the fabric on the inside of the bag. So to the different contrast. But it's a really nice bag, and it's a nice project. And just take your time with the project, and I think you'll have fun. So now we're getting ready to turn it inside out after we cleaned up all this thread, and we're gonna push out the corners just like we did with the pocket. We're gonna repeat the same step in the bag. Push out the corners. Again, you could use your scissors if you like, and if you do, just make sure that you don't poke a hole in the bag. So now you're gonna see how. Look at that, isn't it nice? And see how I put the rings on there? Make sure you put the rings on there. You don't have to, because you actually could put the fabric actually through there. If you forget to put the rings on, you could put it through the other piece of fabric. So now we're getting ready to, and here's where you will actually measure the bag. You could put it across your body, and to measure where you want your bag to actually place on your body. So you can actually measure with the straps. So now we're back. Yay, with the finished product. Yay, there it is, our double zipper crossbody bag. I'm so excited, and thank you so much for being a part of our double zipper crossbody bag. I'm excited about it, and for more information, follow the links below. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. We're going to do a no-sew, same crossbody bag, but a no-sew. And those are for people who don't know how to sew on a sewing machine. We have some projects for you as well. If you sign up at my YouTube channel, and you also visit visit AngieBStyle.com for more information. We look forward to you. Thank you, and your project is going to be amazing. And also put some links below.